It is live. That is fantastic to see, guys. Star Citizen Alpha 3.12.1 is in the live server, so go get it, and let's destroy those Xenothreats. Personally, I will be playing it on the Twitch servers on live stream later on today. People of the verse, how are you doing today? It's the Eradicator, and yeah, that's what we'll be talking about, the brandly new release, Star Citizen Alpha 3.12.1. So here we go, let's go over what has been going on here, starting first with the known issues. And unfortunately, it seems that if you have to do, unfortunately, a character or database reset, you may lose all of your items. It seems that they are having issues with persistence over there. Also, this is a bug here that has been going on for quite some time, several patches here where player ships enter a state where it cannot be retrieved. You know, you get that unknown status, and wherever you do, it stays unknown. So if this happens to your favorite ship, you're gonna have to wait until the next patch, or you need to do a character reset, which either way sucks. Lightning and shadow issues affecting players using AMD 6800 and 6900 graphic cards. So if you have an AMD graphic card, be aware of that. Now let's move on to the feature updates. Of course, we know that Delamar has been removed from the Stanton system because, well, obviously they need to have a better performance, and also Crusader is coming along very nicely according to the report, that we'll be talking about that also on live stream today. Player cap only 40. This is something that we've been advocating here on the channel for quite some time in order to increase server performance, and from what we've seen in the PTU, it does seem that even with player cap stuck at 40 only, performance is not fantastic, but we're having less 30k errors, so maybe that can help, right? Because if we're having those 30k errors and we cannot do the Xenothreat mission, we cannot complete it, then obviously it's ruining the experience furthermore. They have further quality of life updates for EVA, which basically they improve the thrusters of some EVAs to make them a little bit better, because originally in 3.12 the EVA is how can I say, not very effective and a little bit junky, and it's really hard to handle. Basically, it's much better to use the tractor beam to move around than to just use the EVA. They also what do you have? PvP and PvE bounty missions will now fail for the hunter if they are killed by the bounty, which is actually a very good update here, because previously if you were killed by the bounty, you could just go again and again and again and again and again until you finally kill it and get the money. Now this is not going to be the case anymore. If you die, if you're being killed by the bounty, you die. Now, no words though on whether or not you are going to fail the mission if you are being killed by the bounty's cronies, and I would like to have some clarifications here. Polish path on names and location descriptions for various bounty hunting missions. They removed the patrol missions temporarily. That is because those patrol missions were given by Reco Battaglia, but since, of course, Delamar is gone, then we cannot have those missions. They reduced starting inventory levels of multiple commodities at TDDs to prevent their inventory from being constantly maxed out. People are reporting that in the PTU, trade is still not working as it used to be. So it seems that they are going to have to work furthermore here on trade. They increased inventory and refresh rate of all shops to reduce the frequency of items running out of stock. Thinking of med pens here, or some of the most popular ammos like grenades. We shall see, but again, there are still lots of players, including myself, who buy, those med pens by the hundreds, and they still run out of ammo, out of stock. They increase the availability of prison repair missions, because we all know that prisons, it's a sensible topic, right? It's a little bit broken, and sometimes, mining doesn't work so well. Those repair missions are your only options to get out of prison so quickly, if you don't want to be logging out of the game, of course. So there will be more opportunities to do those missions. They made further optimization to help with flight AI movements when server framerate is erratic, and that is confirmed. Even if server framerate is erratic, it does look much more fluid and realistic. And they moved the exit interactions location from the Retaliator bunk beds to make it more easy to found. Now there's quite a lot of of major bug fixes, because these were actually the updates. But let's have a look at the bug fixes now in this patch, which is great because they've been really helping us here, getting a better quality of life. And that's why I have not played since the PTU was out. I have not played the PU. I mean, yes, once, just to get closer to Microtech. That's the only time I played the PU. Every other time I have been playing in the PTU, because those quality of life improvements, those bug fixes here, just make the game so much better. And once you experience them, you just can't go back. And that's going to be today's giveaway question, by the way, because for those of you who don't know, this month, guys, I am giving away a Retaliator with lifetime insurance. If you want to get a chance of winning, all you have to do is to first subscribe to the channel and then answer to this question. Guys, after trying the PTU, were you able to go back to the PU and enjoy it? Personally, as I said, I did not, but I would like to know what was your experience in the comments down below. Also, if you are on Discord and if you want to get access to my Discord channel, this is a perk for all the Patreons and the channel members out there. If you're on my Discord, I'm also giving away a Norigin G12R with lifetime insurance. You also want to check this out. So let's talk about the major bug fixes now. And here, apparently, if you are in microgravity and not in a vehicle or third person in the vehicle, the chat order was reversed. It's no longer the case. They fixed an issue causing the claim function to not be available at the ASOP terminals. They fixed an issue causing ships not to be able to restock. We see that so many times, right? That they're really having issues making sure that ships can be restocked at the stations. Apparently, they were able to be refueled but not restocked. Now we can restock them. I have not had this issue, but I know that a lot of you have. Vehicle damage charges should no longer be given to the wrong player when two ships collide, which is fantastic here for ramming. A lot of players here are pad ramming other ships, and this happened to me also in the PU a couple of months ago. I remember I got rammed at Port Olisar and I ended up having the crime stat that was absolutely ridiculous. This is no longer the case. They fixed an issue causing the fuel intakes on the Star Runner to scoop less than intended amount of hydrogen fuels, which is going to rejoice Star Runner owners because that Star Runner is consuming still a lot of fuel. It has a huge fuel tank that's going to make the bill when you refill the Star Runner a little bit less painful. They fixed an issue that could cause a player's ship to enter a state where it cannot be retrieved, but at the same time there are still issues in the known issues there where a player's ship can enter a state and not retrieve. So it is just one issue causing that, but there are other issues causing that apparently. They fixed an issue that was causing the prison kiosk to give a transaction failed message when selling minerals, which is why they've added extra missions for the repair kiosks, because this is fixed an issue that was causing prison to get that failed message, but there are more issues out there. Fix an issue causing players to get a broken multi-tool when they are sent to prison while wearing leg armor. This is going to also fix prisons further north, because if you go to prison and your multi-tool is broken, you can't do anything, right? The shields should no longer be able to be penetrated by laser skeleton weapons such as the domains, which a lot of people have been using to take down hammerheads. I have seen videos, live streams of people using those guns to take down much larger ships. This was obviously an exploit and it has been fixed. The Talon Shrike should no longer be unable to fire missiles which was that's the main purpose of the Shrike, right? So if the Shrike could not fire missile, basically that made that ship useless. The C788 cannon should now correctly deal damage against friendly targets. Multiple FPS weapons should no longer be missing collision on the front of their barrels, which allow them to shoot through walls and ship. Another exploit here fixed in Star Citizen Alpha 3.12.1. They fixed an server FPS issue causing freighters to change direction instantly and have unnatural behaviors. Personally, this is the very reason why I could not play the PU anymore, because this was fixed and it made combat so much better, so much more intuitive, so much more the way it should be, right? And it was just overall a major quality of life improvement here for combat players such as myself. Item drops or placed by a player should no longer sometimes disappear. A player ship should no longer become unresponsive after mining an asteroid FPS deposit nearby. Turrets at rest stops now respawn correctly after being destroyed, which again is very important. Imagine you destroy the turrets and then, you know, they just never respawn. You can just kill anyone around the rest stops as you wish. They fixed an issue causing turrets not to spawn at the claim jumper mission, which again was a major game-breaking bug here for a lot of people who like to do those missions in the asteroids. Oh, the turrets are not here, but in this mission you need to destroy the turrets, right? Turrets should now be hostile in lawful claim jumper missions as well. They fixed an issue causing the player not to be given a mission progression counter when they arrive at the claim jumper mission. These claim jumper missions were really broken. It's good to see that they got the love that they deserved. Bounty targets should now take a long time to spawn should no longer take a long time to spawn once the location has been reached. That is confirmed. That's another reason why I could not play in the PU anymore, because once you experience that, this is the way the game is supposed to be, and you don't need to wait forever until they come. And on top of that, their cronies here, their escorts, also come at the same time, making those bounty missions far more challenging and far more exciting if you're playing with a group of players. Players should no longer be able to clip through the hull of the Idris and steal it, and hopefully the Javelin as well, which again is was a major bug here to fix, because that could have been very game breaking for the Idris, for the Xenothreat event. Mission them a very difficult task should no longer automatically complete when accepted. No more free money there. They increased the payout of to 45,000 Alpha UEC for the last Arlington Gang mission. You know, it's the Hammerhead. They fixed a second when a second player arrives at a bounty location without the mission, the objective marker should no longer read as last known location. They fixed an issue causing more than intended reinforcements to sometimes spawn for easy hunting mission, especially now that all the ships are spawning at the same time. It's going to make it easier for starter ships, I suppose. Fixed an issue where reinforcement ships on easy bounties could sometimes spawn harder than intended ships. They fixed an issue that made wheel vehicles too easy to get stuck on their side. Oh yes, I remember this happened to me a couple of months ago when I was, because when I go to New Babbage, I like to land at the pad and I like to use a Grey Cat buggy to go to the pad, and this has happened to me so many times. Fix an issue causing weapon rays not to work near objects while in EVA. The Andromeda landing gear deployed in mission should now fully play. Players should now be able to use the interaction system to power the Nox. Players should no longer be able to duplicate mine gems infinitely, which was again allowing players to become billionaires in the verse. This is an issue that's gone. And see, no reset. People think, oh, there's gonna be a reset, there's gonna be a wipe. No wipe, because that's not when the wipe is going to happen. They know when the wipe is going to happen. They don't care if you have billions of Alpha UEC right now. Fix an issue causing players not to be able to exit ground vehicle remote turret controls. There should no longer be a chance that no audio or video will go through the call when a player is on the planet's surface. The goodbye exit screen when closing the refinery should now display. The Eclipse torpedo animation should now correctly play when firing, and crew L5 content travel should no longer be obstructed from most planets. Hallelujah, guys. Going to crew L5 was such a pain, and it is also fixed. That is fantastic. 14 client crashes, 10 server crashes, 2 main thread deadlocks, and the backend shop service optimization. Some major bug fixings there as well, and I cannot wait to be trying out. And just as I'm saying, just as I finish this, just as I am finishing recording, my launcher indicates to me that now the patch is available for download, so I'm going to do it right now. I suggest you do it as well. That's all for this video, guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later on YouTube for a live stream and Twitch after that. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.